Alright, it's been a while since I made a video. I kind of don't film them at my house anymore because my neighbor's a weirdo and I keep getting pounding on the wall and stuff, and afraid to make any noise in my place because the walls are thin, and I got bam, 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 bam like 5 in the morning because I fell asleep with my TV on. But the volume was like super, super low. So I was like, what the hell you got? Like super hearing? And then a couple days later, I hear bam, bam, bam. I was asleep and the TV wasn't even on. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't even think it has to do with me making noise, so whatever. Sneak in this video while I'm about to go food shopping. I wrote it on my lunch right here. This list, worst to best, Planet of the Apes. Quick review. I saw Kingdom last night. I love Planet of the Apes movies. Not my all-time favorite franchise. Definitely, it's up there though. Loved them since I was a little kid. I actually liked the TV series. They used to put 2 episodes together. They used to show them on like TBS on like middle of the afternoon or weekend, afternoon movie on Saturday. I love those. Then I finally saw the real Planet of the Apes movies, the first one. It was on like the local New York Channel 5 in the afternoon on a Saturday, and it blew me away. I've been super, super fan. Took it to the next level since then. So, last couple Planet of the Apes movies, they've been kind of like, yeah, they're good, but they hadn't been blowing me away like Transformers movies. I wasn't like hyped up for this one. I thought it'd be like, the Rise of the Beast or whatever the hell that one was called, where it felt like a chore to go see it. And when we saw it, it's like, yeah, it was all right. But this one, I was pleasantly surprised by. Up the game a little bit. Starts off, yeah, they're out in the woods again. We've been out in the woods like this whole new rebooted franchise. It's basically the second half of the first one, Rise. And, whatever. But once they get to like the kingdom, and you meet, I forget the character's name, the new, whatever his name is, the King Ape. He was one of the best villains in the whole franchise since probably Dr. Zaius, okay? Or at least Urko from the TV show. He was sick. He sounded like, I'm trying to think about the actor I had to look up. I was like, that's the guy? He's a guy who's in every movie you see, but you don't know his name. Kevin Durant. Not Kevin Durant, the basketball player, but Kevin Durant. Probably the most famous thing he's done. He played Blob in the Wolverine movie. It's like, oh, that guy? Yeah, that guy ends up like he's a phenomenal friggin' actor. He sounded like evil Mufasa. Not like an evil James Earl Jones like Darth Vader, same guy. But he sounded like Mufasa if he was evil. I thought it was good. So yeah, the beginning of the movie's kind of slow. Then you meet a really cool orangutan, also played by an actor I've never heard of, seen of before, whatever. He kills it. He's only in the movie he's not in it that much. And then once you get to the kingdom and stuff like that, it got a hell of a lot better. Ending kind of confused me. I didn't watch any breakdown videos, all that, but I'm giving that a solid review. I think it was a kind of a step back and a step up from the last few. Maybe not quite as dark and serious, although this was kind of dark and serious too. But it seemed more fun than the last couple other ones. The last couple other ones were like kind of downers, but all right. Let's get worst to best. There's 10 movies, and I wrote them on my lunch. It's my hot dogs from a hot dog truck I go to. Her hot dogs are the best in the area. All right, so just jotted this down. So there's 10 movies. We're gonna start number 10. I haven't rewatched this one in a while, but I'm a big fan of like regular cable. I still get basic cable with with the box and all that. So I'm sure they're already gonna start showing all the movies again, because I already saw what was on this morning. Tim Burton one. We'll get to that later. And I watched a little bit of War this morning too before I had to go out and do all my chores and make a video. So I'm sure this one will pop up again. I've never seen it from beginning to end. I always watch the whole beginning. I'll flip through the channels. Oh, there's the end is on. Go up the middle. but I've never watched the beginning to the end. Also, because it didn't blow me away that I ever went out to like seek out just, I'm gonna put this movie on right now. I'm gonna watch it right now. It's Battle. Battle was, they kept cutting the budget from the movies, even though they're hits. They cutting the budget. This one kind of came off like a TV movie, but the TV series I thought was like a little bit better quality. Not much to say about it. Although we finally got to see like apes and stuff driving cars and jeeps and things, like the cartoon series. Cartoon series was pretty cool, pretty dark for a cartoon of the 70s, but it was more like the book, where their society, they actually had like automobiles and more technology. I think I already spent too much time talking about Battle. We all know that's not one of the best ones, but I am more willing to revisit this one. But I don't think it will climb very far from the bottom. All right, you know, if I watch all my worst to best, there's always like controversial picks all over the place where I get hammered on, and then if you get like triggered and angry by any of this stuff, chill out. I know you like you have awful picks in there yourself, because then when I ask, oh, what do you like, and then you share, you always send me like something terrible too. So calm down, all right? I'm going with Dawn for number 9. Not that it's bad. I'm like, I couldn't put it at the bottom because like technically it's some of the best special effects I've ever seen. Every ape in that movie looked absolutely real. It's just I never felt the urge to rewatch it because it's just like dark and they're out in the woods. I'm kind of bored. Not much happens. Yeah, they're kind of wary of the humans. They're trying to have the uneasy peace. It's not the greatest story. It looks great. It's just not the greatest story. And Matt Reeves did my least favorite Batman movie, The Batman. Very controversial. I saw plot holes all over that damn movie. I don't think we need Riddler as a serial killer. He likes to reimagine stuff super dark. I kind of don't like that take, but I did like him doing Planet of the Apes better than him doing Batman. This one we were watching this morning. I do not like this movie, but I got it at what, number 8. Actually, that was really good. But it's War for the Planet of the Apes. I picked that over Dawn because Woody Harrelson is awesome. But it's only at number 8 because I like all the other ones that much better. What did I not say? There's a one movie I automatically, you're like, wait a minute, we're at the bottom of the list. Where is this one? We're going to get to that. It's going to go up higher. What can I say? It was dark. Yeah, the special effects were outrageously. Caesar, Andy Serkis kills it as Gollum. He was awesome. If you ever watched Andor, dude, make you cry. But this Caesar is kind of like a one-note character. I don't love Caesar. He's all right. You know, he can act and he can emote, but he's not like this charismatic character. Like, that's why I kind of probably didn't love this series. So, all right, now here we got a tie. So we're at, what's going to be number 5? What's going to be 6? What's going to be 7? It's going to be Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes, which I rewatched, or is it going to be the new one, Kingdom? Kind of left this one open. Once I started filming, then we get into it. I'm going the new one, Kingdom. I did like Kingdom. I thought the beginning was a little slow and boring. Where I thought the remake, the ending was stupid, and the setup wasn't that good. When I rewatched the Tim Burton one that was on this morning, I think it was FX. It's like, were they on Planet Earth? That wasn't Planet Earth. That was just another Earth that got turned into a Planet of the Apes. Because that's when the monkey came back. What was his name? Pericles or whatever. I got kind of confused. And then the ending where he goes back and it's Washington, D.C., but it's like fades Washington, D.C., and he's on the ape capital. That is the movie I always wanted to see. If they're making another Planet of the Apes, I want to see them in modern society. I want to see them running modern society. We never got that sequel. We never got that, but that would, to me, would be the ultimate Planet of the Apes. But it was just like, you know, a teaser for something that never happened. But if you go back and watch that, Paul Giamatti kills it. Michael Clark Duncan's awesome in it. Tim Roth, that's that dude's name, the Reservoir guy, Reservoir Dogs dude. He was awesome in this movie. Everything was fun. Just the plot was kind of stupid. And whatever happened to Estella Warren, the blonde chick? She was in Driven. She was in this movie, and she was in Kangaroo Jack, and then she fell off the face of the earth. And she was beautiful. I figured she would have turned into a bigger star. But I'm going, is getting a slight edge, because now that there's like 20 years past, and your disappointments for what you were hoping it would be then, and what, you got a whole bunch of ape movies afterwards, it's dissipated, so you can kind of like enjoy it for what it is now. It goes up a couple, like Phantom Menace. We finally get to see stormtroopers and stuff later on for all us old farts. So Phantom Menace, now it's like a celebrated movie. It was number 2 at the box office last week. I still didn't get to go see it. Too damn busy. So what was that? So all right, so 6 is the remake, the Tim Burton one, which might have been his last watchable movie. I don't even remember. When was the last good one he made? And Kingdom. Kingdom was number 7. Not to say that's Kingdom's a bad movie. Putting over the Tim Burton one is... Rewatch the Tim Burton one. Don't sleep on it. It's a fun... not a great movie. It's a fun kind of bad movie where Kingdom is kind of a good movie that's got its flaws. That's what I'm saying. All right, now we're at the top 5. This is where it gets... Well, the top 2 is like, it's automatic, but this is where it gets a little dicey. All right, number 5, we're going for Rise. Even though the special effects are a little dated now, like Caesar in that movie, he kind of looks like a video game character wandering around. He is it was leaps and bounds better by the time they got to Dawn. But that was a good, cool, simple story of how it all happened. And it's still connected to the original Charlton Heston version. So this is actually leading all up into that. Now, I haven't went through the timeline with a fine-tooth comb. I'm sure there's a million videos out there, like the contradictions between this and that, but I still take it as the direct prequel to the original Planet of the Apes, which it's also sort of a remake of my number 4, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. Because, in Rise, Caesar was a pet, and all the other apes were at the conservatory, whatever you want to call that thing. Kind of like an ape prison for lab test animals, stuff like that. Conquest. Apes, if I remember correctly, because I haven't seen it in a bit, pets up and died. Nobody had like cats and dogs or something anymore, so they took in monkeys as their new house pets. I wouldn't put a monkey as a house pet. They're gonna bite your fingers off and stuff like that if they go crazy. They're not fully domesticated. And look what happens when one starts talking. He tells all the other ones, like, sign language in them and stuff, and all of a sudden they take over. The movie scared the crap out of me. Them like riding at the end when I was like, I don't know, like 10 when I first saw this movie. I was like, I thought they were cute and fun, and like, when I saw the other ones, it was like, oh no, you damn dirty. It was like fun and kitschy and kind of silly, campy. Conquest scared the crap out of me when I was a little kid. So that's why it's up there. The scary movies when you're a kid like stick with you better. And then Caesar gives like that crazy speech at the end, depending on what version that you watch. But yeah, like Roddy McDowall really there's the non-Roddy McDowells and the Roddy McDowell. Everything with Roddy McDowell, except for Battle, is like up in the upper echelon, because this was his franchise. So we got Rise at number 5, we got Conquest number 4. So really, what's going to be number 3? Because 1 and 2. 3 for me is going to be Escape. It's the first one in reverse. The apes take Taylor's spaceship, or was it James Franciscus's spaceship? I don't remember which one. Well, they go back to the 1970s, and it's their version of Planet of the Apes, but everybody's a little bit nicer to them there. They're like become celebrities and stuff, where Charlton Heston, they just lock up in a cage and, well, they give him a pretty girl Nova. That's pretty cool. I'd take that. But then it all goes to hell, which also another spot. All these movies for a little kid, they have like a little scene that scares the crap out of you. When they're in the gorilla in the cage next to them, when they're first like found, kills their buddy Sal Mineo in Monster. I forget his characters, but it was Sal Mineo from Rebel Without a Cause. I think that was his big movie. He was a 50s actor. Yeah, but that kind of spooked me out. And then it gets dark at the end. Cornelius and Zira, they're on the run, and they get killed. Spoiler. And then they give birth to Caesar, who's the star of the next couple. Wait a minute, no, that does contradict, because then we get a new Caesar. James Franco's little Caesar. Okay, it does contradict. Escape isn't part of the timeline. Damn it. Oh well. Alright, so what are we going to do at number 2? Number 2 has got to be Beneath. Beneath is cool. Kind of picks up where we left off. I think Charlton Heston didn't feel like doing the whole movie or something. That's like the story. So they bring out an actor who looked just like him. They go over the whole basic plot again, but then it gets super weird. They find the underground mutants with their worshipping the nuclear warheads, stuff like that. They take off their faces, and it's so creepy. It was great. Charlton Heston pops up, big awesomeness. Love that. Doesn't get as, it's just fun, cool movie. So that what's number 1? Of course, it's the original. Original is an absolute stone cold classic. It's like a perfect movie. Holds up today. Dr. Zaius. Love it. What else am I gonna? I get 10 minutes on that movie. If you wouldn't be watching this video if you didn't see it, know it, love it already, and it wouldn't already at your number 1. I wasn't gonna go weird, but that's my 10 through 1. I never watched the entire cartoon series. It's only what 10, 12 episodes or something like that. I gotta knock that out, but there's like a stack of stuff I gotta watch, or stream, or download, whatever you want to call it these days. But that's it. Like, share, subscribe, all that. It's already 18 minutes long, so whatever. I didn't want to go that much longer. You probably lost half of you along the way anyway, so thank you. Goodbye.